What's going on, everybody? It's Ben here, and I have my lovely lady in the background. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
But yeah, we're doing a little something different today. I know, obviously, you see the Pokemon stuff everywhere and everything like that, but this is not a Pokemon video. This is not a Pokemon video. I'm actually doing somewhat of a small review today. Today, what I got in the mail today, something that most people have already gotten, but I received this in the mail today. This is the Tribute 64 controller from Retrobit, the wireless version. I went with the Atomic Purple. I know that there's the Standard Gray as well as the, I guess it's the Ultra Edition, which is like the black and silver. But I went with the Atomic Purple because this was probably the more appealing color to me. So we're going to open it up, test it out, and I'm going to see how it compares to other, like, third-party controllers, because I also have the original Retrobit wired controller right here, which was, I believe it was the Hori, like, it's like a Hori pad, like, rendition, kind of. But yeah, I'm not typically a reviewer, but hey, we're going to go ahead and open this up, check it out, see how good it is, because this actually can work on your Nintendo 64 as well as a Nintendo Switch, so we might test that out. And it actually has built-in rumble, so you won't need a rumble pack for this, which is nice. So let's open it up and see how it looks. And take it from the back. You can see it gives you all the little knick-knack paddywhacks. And there is your Bluetooth adapter for when you plug it into other systems other than an N64. And this one has the actual port, so if you want to connect like a memory card to it, you can. Obviously, you won't need to worry about connecting it to a rumble pack because it already has a rumble pack in it. So, but we do have other accessories to try it with. We have a memory card we can try it with. We actually have a regular rumble pack we can try, and I know it does not work with the transfer pack, but hey, we'll shove a transfer pack in there and see what happens to it. So let's go ahead and pop this sucker open. Let's go here. Unfortunately, I did not get it as early as some people did. I ordered this from Castlemania Games, and I just waited for it to come in. It actually came in the day, I think it actually came in yesterday, so here we go. Alright. And inside the box comes with a thank you for your purchase from Retrobit. Like that. Looks really cool. We'll put that to the side. We'll take a look at what we actually came here for, and here's the controller. Oh wow, that purple that looks really good. All right, so like I said, comes with your controller, comes with the actual plug for the N64, and it comes with your Bluetooth adapter. Also comes with your USB-C because they know that USB-C is the way to go. I don't know why there are some people who still make controllers out there that use micro USB, but comes with a USB-C. Comes with a wireless guide. Like, if you don't know how to make it work, there you go, you can look at that. But I'm pretty sure anybody at this point knows how these controllers work. You plug it in, you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take this out. Alright, there it says right here, please remove before using. Obviously, if you don't, then you can't use the accessories. But right here, on here, you can actually see it has a switch that has an M and then an R. So if you want rumble functionality on the controller, just switch it to right there, and then you'll have rumble in your controller. If you want to switch it to memory card mode, when you have it in there, you switch it back to memory card if you have a memory card plugged in. And there is your charging port. So there's that. Okay, and now we have the Bluetooth adapter that you use. This is what you actually, if you want to actually use this on your Switch or any other Bluetooth enabled device, maybe your computer, your PC, anything like that. This is so you can connect it via Bluetooth. And this is what we came for. Let me move this plastic out of the way. And here it is. There is the Retrobit Tribute 64 wireless 2.4 gigahertz controller. As you can see, it does look very similar to the wired version. if you can actually tell that the spacing of the buttons is a little bit different this time. The D-pad on the wired version is more in the middle, and this one is a little bit more angled to the left with the analog stick. But it has your base functionalities. It's got your turbo button functionality up here if you want to do turbo. It's got your Z button in the triggers, and it's got the L and R buttons, as well as the charge port at the top to charge the controller, because if it ain't got no battery, you ain't using it. So there you go. And obviously, if you do connect it to a switch, you got your light indicators right there at the bottom to let you know what controller is plugged into which port. Alright, so as I said with this part before, you're going to want to take this off, because obviously if you're not using it, you can't use it. So like I said before, if you do have a memory card and you are playing games that require a memory card, you just stick it in like so. Make sure you click. And if you guys watch the shorts that we do on this channel, you'll know that I actually just recently replaced the battery on this. So there you go. And if you want to use the memory card function, remember the little switch right there, just switch it to M and you're using memory card. So there you go. But just to see if a rumble pack will fit, in it. I don't really necessarily know why you would need to put a rumble pack in this, because the controller already has rumble, so that's not necessary. The transfer pack, here we go. I don't think the transfer pack will fit, but much like these other third-party controllers, for some reason the transfer pack never really works with any of these. So if you're planning on playing Pokemon Stadium with this, or trying to transfer your Pokemon over, you're going to need a regular N64 controller, otherwise it's not going to work. So we're going to go ahead and set this up, get it plugged in, and we're going to test it out with some games. So be right back. We're going to get it all set up and getting ready to go. Okay, now we have it all set up. We got the N64 here. I got this cheap EverDrive that I found on like Amazon that we're going to use to test it. I have some actual N64 games we'll test too, but alright, so once you have it plugged in, all you're really going to need to do is just pair the controller. It's super simple, it's super easy. You just power on the controller, you power on the console, and then there's a little sync button right here at the top. You click it until the light starts flashing really quick, then you hit the start button, and then your controller is fully synced. So we're going to go ahead and power this on. And there you go. And just to make sure that the controller is on, you got to go ahead and hit the start button. And then your controller is on. You should have a light indication and everything like that. But if it's not doing it, just go ahead and press the sync button, like right here. Ah, I forgot to hold it. Alright, you hold it. And just like that. And then you hold down the start button. And there you go. You see a little indication light right there to let you know that your controller is on, you're connected, and you're all set. While I'm doing this, I'll actually have in the video as well, I'll have the feed of the gameplay footage right here in the top right hand corner. So let me go ahead and bring up the feed, and the feed will be here in about 3, 2, 1, and there's the feed. Okay. Feed is on screen, so let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, I think with any like N64 controller that you get, I think one of the best games overall to try is obviously Super Mario 64. So we'll go ahead and start up Mario 64. So let's go ahead and get that set and everything like that, and we'll go ahead and load up Mario 64. I didn't realize my TV is on. Sorry for the abrupt echo. Let me go ahead and turn that down so the microphone does not capture Mario in a weird echoey voice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and press start. Since I don't want to go ahead and kick on a new save file, so we'll just go ahead and start from this one. Alright. Pretty responsive. I mean, this is the first time I can honestly say I've ever actually used a wireless N64 controller, but much like the Retrobit controller, the Tributes, that they use that actually has the cable. It's very responsive. You have that like big GameCube style analog stick. Runs really well so far. Buttons are responsive. You got your Z, you got your B's, you got your arrow buttons. So let's just quickly just hop inside the castle and try to do a level really quick. Alrighty. You know, the slide, yeah, let's do the slide. A slide level is always pretty easy and quick. Testing it out. Overall, like, feel-wise, controller feel-wise, the controller feels really good. It feels good in the hand. It's like the buttons are nice and clicky. It feels soft. It doesn't feel like a cheaply made controller. Because you know how it is when you see like these weird third-party controllers and everything like that, and you see that, you know, they look good. They look good when you actually like look at them and like the storefronts, but then when you actually play with them, they're kind of just like, they're a little shoddy and they don't feel right once you actually get your hands on them. This actually feels like a genuine controller. This actually feels like, you know, I'm actually playing something that was made with like love and care and everything like that. So that's good. Alright, I think the next thing we'll go ahead and try out, we'll try something with rumble functionality. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to a game that has rumble. Okay, so now we're going to try it with Star Fox 64. Literally the game that introduced the Rumble Pack to the Nintendo 64. So as you can see, there's no Rumble Pack plugged in and everything like that. It already has the Rumble built into the controller. The memory card is still plugged in, but we haven't used that yet. So we're going to go ahead and just try and see how this fares with a Rumble Pack. Go ahead and just do main game. We know the song and dance of Star Fox, so we don't need to do too much here. So let's just go ahead and hop in. Again, make sure that your thing is switched to rumble, otherwise it will not rumble. And you have to have it rumble, otherwise you're kind of SOL right there. Okay. Oh, yeah, I felt that wiggle. Yeah, okay, alright. It's strange. It's strange playing a Nintendo 64 game with rumble that you're not used to feeling rumble without the pack in it, so I'm going to actually see if I can move the controller a little closer to the microphone so you can actually hear the rumble. Let's see. Maybe if I shoot a bomb, you'll have a better chance of hearing the rumble? Okay, here's a bomb.
We're entering Corneria City now.
I don't know if that picked up too good, but yeah, the rumble feels good. Feels solid, feels accurate. I'm looking at the camera of the recording instead of the TV. But yep, it's responsive, man, and I think that's really what it boils down to. I know there are some people who are going to check for like latency with the analog stick and everything like that, and you can do that, but I don't have all those fancy tools and everything. I am playing like garbage right now because I'm talking and looking at a recording at the same time. But rumble works really well. It's functional, it's solid, and the controller does not feel bad. So we're going to move on to another game real quick that actually utilizes the memory pack. So let's go over to that. Alright, so we're loading up Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the N64. Alright, so expansion pack found. Pretty sure that as soon as you load a game up, if you have a memory card plugged in with a save file in it, it'll detect the memory card and then you'll be all set to go. So let's take a look. Press start. Alright, so we can go ahead and go to options. We go to load data. Yep, that's how you know it's me. If the save file says but, that is definitely me. But just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and go to career mode. We'll hit new game. This game supports rumble packs. If you would like to use a rumble pack instead, you know, we're not going to use a rumble pack. We're going to see if we can save the game. So we're just going to go ahead and pick Tony Hawk. Hit this. Hit that. Which is another good way to test this. Because I'm actually, after we're done here with the N64, I'm actually going to see how this works and how well it runs on the Switch. Because we're going to plug this into the Switch, and then I'm going to try running Super Mario 3D All-Stars on there to see just how it runs and how it feels playing it on an N64 or an N64 controller on the Switch. So we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just hit the end run. You got a tape, blah blah blah, cool. Save career, enter name, and we'll just enter in, we'll just enter bit, because we're using the retro, you know what, no, I'm just going to hit numbers, there you go. B43, there you go, B43. And there we go. Just save, and there you go. Memory card works fine, everything's functional, and that works really good. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go get the Switch, and we're going to try to sync this up with the Switch and play Mario 3D All-Stars and see how it works. So be right back. Okay, so now we have our Switch here with the USB dongle that they came with for the Bluetooth connectivity for it, and we have it already. The good thing about this is it should automatically already sync as soon as you plug it into the Switch, but if it doesn't, the button is right here, right where the little red LED light is. Right behind it there is the button to press. You hold that for a few seconds, it'll sync, and then you're basically good to go. But like I said, I will have the feed of the game like right there in one of the upper hand corners of it, but once it's plugged in, all you got to do is just press A, and there you go. Immediately responds to it. And you've already got Rumble, and you already got all that. So like I said before, we're gonna go ahead and, I haven't updated my Switch yet, disregard that, but we're gonna go ahead and start the software and pop it on and get to going. But we're going to test this out. We're going to test Mario 3D All-Stars with the Retrobit N64 controller and see how it goes. Alright, so Mario 64. It should have pretty much the same feel and everything like that when you're playing it for the Switch, so we're going to give it a go, see how it works. Alrighty, go ahead and hit that. And the Rumble is already activated, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Yep, responsive, the Rumble's there. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that there is a setting on here that you can actually switch it to get it to like play and get comfortable like the actual Retrobit controller. But if you don't want to do all that, you can always just go into the settings and then change the buttons to however you want, and then you're good to go. Okay, so in the video I forgot to mention that there are settings for these if you want to change them on the controller. They're right here on the back. You got your macros, you got your input switches and everything. If you're playing All-Stars and you want like the N64 style setup, you're going to press start and right, and you're going to hold that for about 5 seconds. Because when you're playing, normally, the C buttons, they just do punches and stuff like that, like standard buttons. So you're going to hold start and right for about 5 seconds. Count it down. Alright, it should be good to go. And there you go. Now your buttons are working, now your C buttons are working like they're supposed to, so now you don't have to worry about weird controller configurations, because now you can actually play it N64 style with this controller. Alright, back to the video. But there you go. As before, like what we did on the actual N64, we're going to try a level out with this one, see how it plays, see how it fares, and then we'll go. And then I'll do the same exact level just to make it easy on everybody. But after I'm done with this, I'll just give my final thoughts and final like input on the whole thing. How I feel. Do I feel like it's worth the price? Do I feel like it's something that if you are into retro gaming but you're wanting more of a little bit of a retro feel, but you kind of want a more modern take on the controller and everything like that, and how it would compare to other controllers on the market like this one. Because there is a few options out there, but more or less it's... Wow, I did that without taking the shortcut in under 20 seconds. Good job, me. But yeah, anyway. Just to see, like, if this is something that you are interested in, and if it's something that you are looking into, is it worth a purchase, or do you think it's something that you would need? Well, there you go. in the bag, real fun. It's functional, it works. You could play other Switch games with this controller if you wanted to. If you wanted to play Smash Brothers, you could do that. Heck, if you even wanted to play Pokemon, you could probably play it with this controller. But good feel, good controller. Let's go ahead and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, so final thoughts. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Again, this product wasn't sent to me. It wasn't like I wasn't asked to review this. It was one of those things where it's just like, I saw this, I really thought it was cool, and anything that allows me to play my retro games and my retro consoles a little bit easier with a little bit more of a modern feel and everything like that. Personally, for me, I think it's great. If you like the N64, but much like everybody else, hate the controller, I really feel like this is a pretty good option. So basically, I mean, the price that I paid for it, the controller by itself is $39.99. With tax, shipping, and everything like that, grand total came to about $51.24. So $51.24 for a wireless, modernized N64 controller that has built-in rumble and can be used on other consoles and everything like that. Do I feel like that's worth the purchase? Honestly, like I mentioned before, if this is something that you're passionate about and you're looking into, I definitely feel like this is absolutely a must purchase if you're trying to just have a more comfortable, more modern look at your retro games and everything like that. Specifically the Nintendo 64, because I know there are other options. Like I said, there is the Brawler 64 as well that has a wireless version of that. I myself haven't used that one yet, but as far as this being me just taking it out of the box, trying it out, actually using it and playing it, I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm probably going to be using this a lot more in the future when it comes to recording or just doing really anything regarding the Nintendo 64. I might even just take it upon myself to just go ahead and get another one of these because, hey, you can have true wireless couch co-op with the N64 now with the Retrobit controller. So I think that'll go ahead and do it. I hope you guys found this video interesting. If you found it helpful or useful or whatever, just let me know what you thought. Are you going to pick up one of these controllers? Are you going to pick up one of the other colors? Or do you not like the Nintendo 64 period and don't even care? Let me know how you feel, guys, and I will see you all again real soon in another video. Take care, everybody. See you later.